Hello, welcome. Sorry about the delay. We had some technical difficulties. So a couple of housekeeping issues. This meeting will be recorded and we will send it out to anybody who wasn't able to participate. If you have questions, please use it in the chat and make sure that you have a select panelists and attendees, as Evelyn Hernandez is a panelist and she will help run the chat and answer any questions. So I will share my screen and we can get started. In the meantime, while I'm sharing my screen, if you want to drop in the chat your name and what organization you are from. Okay, so can everybody see the packet? Hopefully, if you have, if you can't see it, just put in the chat and Evelyn can help out. So we are talking about bringing joy to children and families, empower, uplift, and unite. And we're talking about the wishes. So capturing wishes, we want to make sure that your clients get exactly what they're asking for. And so there's a few guidelines to ensure that that happens. We ask that you talk to them, make sure that you have the list that we will send to you of the gifts that are available this year, and ask them what they would like. The appropriate cost of a gift is between $25 and $40. If you request a large percentage of the same item, we will kick it back to you and ask you why and make sure that we can spread out the wealth. So you want to make sure that you're not asking for all of the same thing. So the wishes are due to be entered on September 15th. And we will send out your pickup dates in early November, and the pickups begin December 13th. There's a few changes that we've made this year, and early wish entry is very important. So why wish entry is important? The holidays are months away, and the supply issue has affected us greatly in getting quantities of gifts. And so we may have 100 of one particular item, and once that 100 is selected, then that item will fall off our wish list. So if we have, say, 100 scooters and all of you agencies have entered and everybody chooses a scooter and there's 100 that have already been asked for, then it comes off the list and you won't be able to see that item anymore. So please make sure that you get your wishes entered by September 15th. And we will send the pickup dates early November. December 13th is when pickups start. If you've asked for your gifts to be wrapped, we will do our best to wrap them. If there's a chance that we get behind schedule or we can't have them wrapped, we'll let you know ahead of time so that you can prepare and have a plan B, but we will most likely do our best to have the wishes wrapped and when you're ready to pick them up. We've made a couple of changes in the special needs. We've added some new special needs and made them to be more inclusive. So when we get to the point where we can enter wishes, you'll see the new drop down. If there's a special need for your client that you don't see, you can let me know and I will make sure that we can add it. The selection will appear on the wish card as it helps the donors know a little bit more about the recipient. And when you get the gifts, if you don't want that special need to show when the gifts are being handed out to the child, you can just mark it off with a Sharpie. It's printed very small on the wish card. So you can just black it out and then the child won't see that. We love your stories. We want to share them with our donors and our supporters. So you can scan the QR code and it will take you to our Memory Fox page where you can enter any stories, pictures, however you want to upload it. And since we're having some issues today, I will, if you need a copy of this packet, I will email it to you. My information is down here at the bottom, so you can just email me, agencies@familygivingtree.org, and I will get it out to you. The agency contract, all of you should have had this when you registered, and you should have signed it and returned it back to me. If you did not sign the contract, please do so and email it to me, and so I can approve your registration. If you've registered, but you didn't return the contract, then your registration is not approved. And if it's not approved, then you will not be able to enter wishes. The registration has to be approved in order for you to enter the wishes. Once registration is complete, then we will send out a link the first week of August, and that link will have your login name and your password and everything you need to know about entering wishes. The last page of the packet here is a template, and you can use it. You don't have to. It's basically what is required to enter into the wish system. So I am going to stop sharing my screen, and I will log in and show you all how to enter a wish. So here is what the wish entry page looks like. And it has your agency name information, how many gifts you are registered for. This is my test agency, and I registered for 100 wishes. It says that I've entered 8. So when you get your email to log in, you will type in your login name and your password, and then you will get to this page. This page will list everybody that you've entered, and it will show you the status. If the status is incomplete, that means that you have not selected either the name, age, gender, or the first or second choice. So to add a recipient, you just click on Add New Recipient. It brings you here, and you just type in a first name. You can use a last name if you would like. You don't have to. The last name does not print on the wish card, but it will print on your packing slip so that you can match them up when you get your gifts. If you have families with the same last name or the same first name, you can abbreviate the last name to make it easier for you. And then the group name is if you want your gifts bagged by group name, then if you have 5 people in Mrs. Smith's class, then you would put Mrs. Smith for each one of those, and we will bag them together. The group name is specifically to have your gifts grouped by caseworker, apartment number, family name, classroom. You don't need to put your code name in there. You don't need to put your agency name in there. It's just specifically for however you want your gifts to be bagged.
So Celeste, quick question. A couple people have already asked, when will they receive the wish list or any printouts that you are showing here?
The wish list, I will send out the first week of August when it opens to enter wishes. And so that will include login name, password, the link to the Wish app, and it will have the list of gifts that are available this year, as we have a limited amount of gifts that are available.
So it is all available, will be available through email?
Yes.
From you? Okay.
Yep. So we'll put in a group name. Oh yeah, I think the group name is you're limited to a certain amount of characters. So we'll just, and then the age. Each agency is set for a certain age range. And if you have recipients that are outside of the range that you've been set for, you won't be allowed to enter that gift. So if you are 14 and under and you have 15-year-olds, you will not be able to enter for those 15-year-olds. So we'll go to 8. Gender. And then here's the new special needs. And then once you fill in this part, then you will go to primary gift and alternate gift. So primary gift is the first choice, alternate is the second choice. you need to put in something in both fields. They will only get one gift, which would be the primary gift, unless we can't find that gift, then we'll do the alternate gift. So you can put in a keyword. So if we type in toy and you hit enter, then here is the gifts that are available for toys for an 8-year-old. And there's pictures and a description. The picture is not the exact gift, but it is an idea of what the gift will be. So we'll choose robot toy. And as you can see, primary gift says robot toy, and it automatically moves you over to the alternate gift. So you'll do the same thing for the alternate gift. So we'll type in book and we'll do search. And it came up with 3 book sets that we have that are appropriate for an 8-year-old. We've also added books in Spanish, so we have a few sets available this year as well. So we'll choose Dogman. So now you'll see the alternate gifts is Dogman series. So you've chosen first choice and second choice. Important to save recipient and gifts. And once you do that, then it automatically saves. If you click on home, then you can see the gifts that you've entered. And you see here, we've entered Celeste, 8 years old, robot toy, Dogman series. If you click on upload, this will, if you have a lot of clients or if you have a spreadsheet, you can create a spreadsheet, save it to your computer, and you can do upload recipient spreadsheet, and it will upload everything into the Wish system. The only thing that it does not upload are the first and second choice. So the gifts, you will have to go in and click on the name and enter the gifts, but it will upload first name, last name, your group name, age, and gender. If you want to import the clients from last year, we have import previous season recipients. You can click on that and it will upload everything that you had last year minus the gifts. So you still will have to enter the gifts. The one thing to note about importing from previous season is if your agency is set for age range 14 and under, every time you do the import, it will make the child's age 1 year older. So if you had 14-year-olds, there's now going to be some 15-year-olds, and those will need to be deleted off of the list and replaced with new 14-year-olds or new kids that are within your age range. You can only do this once. And if you try to do it a second time, it will overwrite everything you've put in. And if you have questions about that, you can send me an email or call. Contact, it will open up your email browser and the subject line will say agency question. And that will let me know that you're working on wishes, and you can type your question, send it to me, and I will reply as soon as I can. When you're done, you can log out and everything is automatically saved. Finalize is when you are completely done. You've checked all your wishes. Everything is entered correctly. You don't have anything that's marked incomplete. Finalize will date stamp when you finished, and that will determine when your pickup date is.
I have a question, if I can interrupt. And this is from Stacy. I will hold back from saying the last name, but Stacy's asking why is the age, we have age restrictions. And because sometimes developmental age is different than physical age, it would be good for the age restrictions when selecting gifts were not so restrictive, meaning it would be good for us to, let's say, be able to select a gift designated for a 3 to 6 year old for an 8-year-old who has developmental delays. If you want to explain that, but because we also have added what we added under the gender, or I'll hand this to you so you can give them a better explanation of what we've changed.
So that we usually, those are on a case by case basis. So if you're trying to enter those, you can call me or email me and we can walk through it. But if you use the special needs, then you should be able to add those. And if your age restriction, so basically it's if you have 14, if you're 14 and under, then you won't be able to choose a gift for anybody over the age of 14. But if you can choose, you can put in an 8-year-old and then it should come up with other items that are from 0 to 8. If there's a problem, just let me know. I will look into it. And you can email me your questions and I can see if I can talk to our programmer and how we can make that more user-friendly.
Yes, and also same thing with clothes sizes. We can state that now we don't do much clothes anymore, and we're really restricting it to just either sweaters or sweaters and jackets. So for the question that it's the same thing with clothes sizes, we do consider that there are large children, and the ones that overview these wish lists is only Celeste and I. And so we might get a hold of you and say, is this correct? Where we have a 5-year-old using a size 16. And we are well aware of that. And if you come by some of this and we don't catch it, please let us know. Please email Celeste or give her a call and let her know that that is actually the sizes that you guys are entering for the children. But again, we have reduced it quite a bit, and there's no more clothes. There's only jackets and sweaters.
So I just entered here a 12-year-old and I put in jacket for the keyword. And so instead of a drop down for sizes, it will have the size as part of the wish. So this is women's extra large jacket, women's small, medium, or large. So if you click women's extra large, it will show here women's extra large jacket, and then you can do your alternate gift. And then so here's a good example. So I put in first choice. I haven't chosen my second choice. And you do save recipient. Then Jennifer, you'll see its second choice is not selected, and you need to have that selected in order for you to submit the wishes. So as I was saying about finalize, if you click finalize, it will finalize your list and you won't be able to log in to make any changes. You'll be able to see what you've entered. And if you need to make changes, I can open it back up for you, but that will also change the date that you finished. And then you'll end up getting a later pickup date.
And can you share a little bit about gift cards, as someone is asking if 14-year-olds will be able to wish for gift cards? I'm assuming for this year.
Yeah,
That's your question.
we do not have gift cards on our list. We don't have movie tickets this year. This year, due to COVID and having to reduce the number of gifts, we're doing a lot of purchasing. And so we're able to purchase wholesale and in bulk. So that's why it's limited gifts. And we have added some new gifts this year that hopefully will be better for the teens. There's some gifts that we've taken off our list. So when you get the list, take a look at it. If there's something that they're asking for and you can't find it, let me know and we'll see what we can do. But typically, even in normal years, we don't have gift cards on our list because we want to make sure that the child is getting exactly what they asked for. And we know that with a gift card, they can go get something that they want, but donors are purchasing these gifts and as we are. And so we want to make sure that if a child really wants a basketball or if a child really wants the Dog Man book set, that they asked for it and that's what they're going to get.
Yeah, so hopefully that was answered. I've got a couple of them of the gift cards. We're no longer doing gift cards. We're no longer doing movie tickets. As Celeste said, also we've purchased some more items for more of that age range, and hopefully that will help for us to have more items for that age group of 14, 15, early teens.
And here, on the, you can sort your wish list, you can sort it by name or the age, gender, first choice, second choice, just click on the column and it will sort it. And this is a good way to see if you're missing any information. A lot of times, you'll go to submit your wishes and it'll say there's an error and you can't figure it out. So if you click on age, if there's an age missing, it'll be one of the first ones and you'll see and you can go and fill it in. So if you've entered wishes, if you go to the pencil, then that is how you can edit anything that is in there. And then you just click save recipient and gifts and it will save it.
Did you go through they're asking here, do we finalize it on September 15th for the wish list? Question mark.
So you will have the beginning of August. Once you get your email with your login name and password, you can start entering your wishes. And as soon as you finish your wishes, everything is entered, you can click finalize. You don't need to wait until September 15th, but that is the deadline in order to get one of the first pickup dates. And also getting your wishes in before the 15th will ensure that you have access to the entire list. As I mentioned, if robot toy, if 100 of them, for example, have been chosen, it will fall off the list and you will no longer be able to ask for a robot toy. So the sooner you can get them in, the better. But you have until September 15th to do that.
Another question, if we reduced our numbers last year and previous, how can we increase now that our families are returning?
We are still working on a reduced number ourselves. And so whatever gifts you received last year will most likely be the amount that you get this year. If you have issues with the number of gifts, just reach out to me. I can look to see what we have it set at and we'll do it case by case. But for the most part, I'm unable to increase gifts this year. We're hoping to be able to do it next year. Any other questions that you have?
I don't have any here. I was just going to say, if anybody has any questions. I do have a lot of people that signed in. Thank you for letting us know where you're signing in from and who your agency is. Thank you for all of those that did that.
So just one last thing on wishes, here where it says search for, if you have a lot of wishes and you can't see everything on one page, you can type in the search. So you can start typing the name and it will show anything with that search. So then here you've found Celeste. So then you can click on the pencil and edit. If you click on this eyeball, it will show you the wish card and what it looks like. So here it shows the name, the gender, it'll show the special needs, the age, and then the gifts that were chosen. So this way you can get an idea of what the wish card is going to look like. Make sure that you have everything included before you click finalize. So that's just one good visual. You can print your list. If you need to print it, you can import it to Excel and use the Excel to sort however you need. You can copy it. And let's see if you click home. Oh, so you have to, there we go.
So did you share the situation where they grow out of their age for the agency? Did you share that? I have Ayana asking a question. I guess she missed the answer. Will 15-year-olds automatically be deleted from the list, or will we have to remove them manually? So
you'll have to remove them manually if you do the upload from previous season.
And the age cannot be changed and leave the student in there. They would have to completely be removed and replaced with another student as they have grown out of your agency age range.
Yeah, so if they're over the age range, so when you do the upload, you just go into edit. And then you can either change the name there, change the age to make it an age that is within the parameters of what you've been given. And then just enter the gifts here. But yes, anything that is outside of the age range of your agency, even though it shows up with the upload, you'll have to manually delete them, and you won't be able to finalize until all of that is done. And it'll tell you that it is out of age range. So if there's any questions about which entry or what needs to be done, feel free to reach out to me. And we can chat about it and I can walk you through it. I do apologize for the technical difficulties and the late start today. If Evelyn doesn't have any other questions, then we will go ahead and end the meeting. I will be sure to send out the recording to anybody who wasn't able to attend. If you want a copy of the packet that we went over, I will gladly email that to you as well. If you've registered and haven't turned in your contract, please do so that I can approve the registration and you'll be able to enter wishes. And if Evelyn doesn't have any other questions, then we'll go ahead and sign.
So for Veronica, I understand if you could please contact Celeste. I don't see many alternatives, but the list we will share, but definitely contact Celeste with your request. Let me see. Can we have the apartment number on that wish list?
Yes, so in the group name, you can put apartment number. And I believe that the wish list character, that you're limited to either 6 or 8 characters in the group name. So you'll have to get creative in that. And with the group name, like I said before, you don't need to put in your code name to your agency. You don't need to put in your agency name or anything. It's just if you want certain gifts bagged together. So I'm gonna, if there isn't any other questions about wishes, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Okay. So do you have any other questions, Evelyn?
Check real quick. I'm replying to one. So yeah, some people that were late, they're asking about the packet. When will they get the packet? If you have a date or a week that this packet or the wish list or the
So the packet that has the information that we went over in today's meeting, if you need that, just send me an email and I will email it to you. As far as the gifts and available gifts that we have, that will be sent out the first week of August. So when you get your login name, password, it will also include the available gifts, and that will be ready, like as I said, the first week of August. And once you get that, you can start entering wishes at that time.
okay. The other question, what is the age limit?
It's all on a case-by-case basis, so it's whatever your agency has been set at. And if you don't know that, just contact me and I can look it up and tell you where you're at.
Because everyone is different.
Everybody is different.
Yes, so another question.
0 to 104, so it could be seniors, could be kids.
So another question, will our numbers be approved wishes be updated soon to accommodate our entire center?
Whatever number that you were approved for in registration is what you were approved for. So if you asked for more than what you were approved for this year, then it will only be the number that I sent out. I'm unable to increase numbers of gifts for this year as we're still working with limited supplies and limited resources.
Yes, 2 questions. Is there a sign-in sheet link for today's meeting? We will take attendance through this meeting if you want to just share your name and your agency here on the Q&A list messages. And then for Sandro, does the order of the list submission dates determine the order of the pickup dates?
Yes, so we have in our warehouse, we have a set number of gifts that can leave the warehouse per day. So, and that's usually, I don't know, it's in the thousands, but so if you finish entering your wishes by September 15th, you're most likely going to get one of the first days. So when the first day of pickups is full, then it automatically just starts scheduling people for the second day of pickups and so on. So just do your best to get your wishes in and you'll have the earlier pickup dates.
The last day
Need
to
more
enter.
information, just email me and I can let you know.
Okay, another question. The last day to enter gifts.
September 15th.
Yes, and of course you can do it after September 15th. We don't advise it because you will get a really late date more towards Christmas Day, more towards the 20th, 19th. Somebody says, thank you, Celeste and staff for your hard work. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Let me
So if
see.
if there's any questions, just, reach out to me. I'm always here for you. We'll make this work and we'll get everybody the wishes that they want and bring joy to all your clients.
Yes, and one last thing to the couple people that are asking for this recording, please give us a couple days before you reach out to Celeste for this recording. It will need to be edited a little bit, but yes, definitely we will be sharing this with whoever requests it. And that's it, Red.
All righty. Thank you so much for attending and
You,
we'll talk to you later. Have a good day.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.